Hello again. Today I will talk about working conditions in Peru. First of all, I have to say that living in Peru is a privilege, it's a blessing. We have a lot of things here, food, a lot of tourist attractions like Machu Picchu, Huelap, and Nazca Lights, and I could tell thousands of different places in Peru that you can visit. But today I'm going to focus my speech on labor conditions in Peru. Um, all in all, we could say that the economy in Peru is doing well. And the economy in Peru is going well. And that's because former presidents or rulers have been doing a good job in terms of um, money management and expenses, uh, and the way they were responsible on the use of money. For example, they didn't go into debt with so many companies as they did in the past. And for example, what some rulers like Alan Garcia did in the past, he proposed an economical system that was against capitalism, and that ended up in terrible um, economical situations like scarcity of food and the origin of terrorism. And after that, some of the rulers like Fujimori and Toledo and Alan Garcia himself tried to recover our economy, and they did it in a good way. So that's why our country is on the list of the first top economies in South America. But we need to improve that. We don't have to feel satisfied just being on the top of first economies in Peru, sorry, in South America. But what we have to do is to look for more. Um, and um, that's what I am want to talk about now: working labors or labor conditions in Peru. I think that we're not treated uh, fairly because people in Peru work more than 8 hours, almost 10 to 12 hours, just for a minimum wage, which is 930 soles, I guess. And even if you are a professional, you can just make 1,500, or let's say 2,000. And that's not enough because you have to pay the rent, you have to feed your kids, and you have to do a lot of things like pay cable, electricity, all the bills, water bill, telephone bill. Money is not enough now. And for example, in my job, they pay me around 3,000 soles a month, sometimes 4,000. But the idea is to have enough money to do what you want to do, like, for example, invest in education or buy a house or property so you don't waste your money on renting or things like that. So that's why I invest my money buying an apartment that cost me like 50,000 soles. That was on sale. That was really cheap. That was because my family gave it to me, gave me this opportunity to me. Anyways, the thing is that I don't get the full amount of my salary. I get they deduct me around they deduct me around 1,700 dollars a month. So that means that every month I make like 1,500 to 2,000, and of course that's not enough. And everything, I mean, all the products, all the services uh, have a high price now compared to the past. Now everything is expensive, and all the products and services are more expensive than before. But what happened with our salary? It's all the same. So, and I'm talking about myself as someone who can say that I would say that I have a good job, but I'm still struggling with money. Can you imagine other people who make less than me? How could they do? How could they cope with their necessities? You know, that's what I'm telling you, that the working conditions in Peru are not fair, and this has to be changed. And the ones who have to change these, unfair conditions are not only the rulers, but us, uh, we as citizens, or people who can have a say using these tools, resources like YouTube videos, can raise awareness in people's minds and start a kind of revolution or new thoughts that can help other people change the way they treat us, especially business people, because they are the ones who are in charge of these changes in our country.